What is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another edition of On the Road to Victory. I am your host, Jimmy Smith, and I hope you're all having yourselves a fantastic day. We're here. It is Tuesday, and we're going behind enemy lines, but this time we got a little wild card action, baby. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Wild card, bitches! I'm here to get excited. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm pumped up. Glad the Eagles are in the playoffs. Not happy that they played like complete garbage for the last month and a half, but happy we made it 0-0. Let's effing go. So as we do each and every week, we're going to break down the Eagles' opponent, get to know everything we can about them, talk about the Eagles as well. And, of course, tomorrow you will get the top matchups and break it down even further. And then Thursday, the initial injury report. You'll know everything every single day. I'll be keeping you up to date, trying to get everyone on board here for this run. 4 wins. All it's going to take, let's go get that effing trophy. But appreciate each and every one of you taking the time here today. Appreciate you hitting the like button, subscribing. Would love to hear your thoughts down below, whatever's on your mind here. But let's jump right into it. And let's start this bad boy off by taking a gander at these playoff brackets. And obviously, the Eagles and the Buccaneers going at it. That'll be the final game there Monday at 8 o'clock. And the lowest seed we know will play the Niners. So if the division winners were to win between the Cowboys and the Lions, obviously they would play each other. And if the Eagles or Bucks, whoever would win, would play the Niners. But if you can get it upset by the Packers or Rams, they would play the 49ers, whoever the lowest seed may be. So hopefully that's not too hard. Try to make it simple there, but you can see how it goes there, and we'll see how it maps out. But, man, looking forward to these games. Sunday, Cowboys, Packers, Lions, Rams after that. So going to be a good one. And just because, want to keep you up to date with everything, here's the AFC as well, just in case you're wondering what time these games are. But started off on Saturday there at 4:30 with the Texans and Browns. Then we get the Chiefs, Dolphins at 8 o'clock on Saturday. Starting off Sunday, 1 o'clock with the Bills, Steelers. Then you see those NFC games. So that's how it's going. But the Eagles, Monday night, 8 o'clock, trying to give us a short week for when we beat the Buccaneers and go play the Niners. That's fine. Do all you can because we're coming, baby. We are coming. But first, we got to handle business here this week, and that is with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We were able to beat them earlier this season, but a different team. They've definitely progressed in areas, some different pieces, and we'll go over all of that. But let's take a look how they did in the regular season here on offense and defense. You can see 20th in points, 23rd in total yardage, 32nd in running the ball, 17th in passing, 12th in giving up sacks. They're tied there, and then tied for 6th in turnovers. So they're not turning the ball over much, not giving up too many sacks there. But look, Baker Mayfield's been slinging it out there. And talk about Rachaad White. He's a very talented running back. He can get you on the ground or the air, but they have definitely struggled on the ground. So going to have to watch out for him there. On the defensive side of the ball, though, 7th in points, 23rd in yardage, but 5th against the run. You got to take that all with a grain of salt. A lot of teams have to pass against them. So 29th in the league, but they got some talented guys in the secondary we will look at here. Had their struggles quite aplenty. And, to end 7th in points, 8th in total yardage, that's ridiculous. But 8th in rushing, 16th in passing, 11th in giving up sacks. But the biggest problem here, tied for 23rd in turnovers, shooting yourself in the foot, turnovers, penalties, all the stupid things you're doing. You got to clean it up, man. And we know this defense. We'll talk about that in a second. But this offense really needs to get things going if they want to have any hope in the playoffs, because this defense, I really just don't know. Just not on the same play. Nobody knows what's going on. Same page, but you see 30th in points, 26th in total yardage, 10th against the run. Cool. But you're 31st against the pass, tied for 19th in getting sacks there. Quite a fall from far fall from grace. If I could talk, to be fantastic. But last year, breaking records in sacks. Well, not so much here. Top team in the turnovers and passing yards. A lot has changed. A lot of people wanted Gannon gone, but doesn't look like that was beneficial. So unfortunate there, but tied for 23rd in turnovers there. Not getting it done in sacks, turnovers, anything like that. We need this defense to find something. Maybe Slay coming back with Cunningham and Morrow here together at linebacker. Something needs to happen for the defense. We know that, but the this offense too, we got to get things clicking. So you see how both of these teams match up there. But let's take a look now at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You know the Eagles, but if you missed any of that stuff, you can always check out all the other videos. But we're here right now taking a look at the opponent for the wild card round. So let's take a look at their coaching staff and their roster by position, which will have anybody that is on IR or practice squad listed below. So let's take a look now. Coaching staff. Todd Bowles as head coach, Dave Canales there, Casey Rogers and Larry Foote as defensive coordinators, and then Keith Armstrong there as the special teams coordinator. And Todd Bowles, defensive-minded guy. You know this dude, he's going to be bringing the house. They are third in the league, sending pressure. So, look, man, and he likes to mix things up. He has versatile pieces he moves around. So we're going to have to watch out here, man. But he's got Canales there. He's doing some really great things with Baker Mayfield. So, hey, look, don't sleep on this offense either. And, speaking of Baker Mayfield, it started off with the quarterbacks. And last time we saw them, Wolford was on practice squad. Now he's on the active roster. So that is the only thing that has changed here for them at the quarterback position since we saw them earlier this season. But Baker Mayfield, man, he has 4,044 yards on the season, 237.9 yards per game, 28 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. But he's been sacked 40 times there. But, dude, having a good year. And, when you replace Tom Brady with anybody, you kind of expect bad things. But, hey, they're doing much better than thought. They won the NFC South for the third year in a row. So, look, man, Baker Mayfield doing some impressive things there. And he'll use his legs if he has to. And we all know that we just made Kyler Murray, Tyrod Taylor look like Joe Montana Jr.'s out there. So, we got to watch the hell out here for Baker Mayfield. We know what kind of weapons he's got. We're going to look at him here. So, my God, can we shut down Baker Mayfield? God, I can't even believe I'm saying it, but it'd be great to have Darius Slay back. Now, at running back, we talked about White, their struggles, in the run game. He's got 990 yards, though, almost 1,000-yard season. He had 3.6 yards per carry there, 6 touchdowns. But I mentioned, he can catch the ball as well. And he was third on the team in receiving yards with 549, 8.6 yards per catch, and he had 3 reception touchdowns on 64 catches. So the dude can definitely catch the ball. They've got Edmonds and Tucker there, layered on the practice squad. But, yeah, watch out for Rachaad White. We're going to try to make them one-dimensional, try to take away the run game. But we have definitely struggled. We've been the worst team in the league since the bye. I don't care if we're top 10. Take all those stats with a grain of salt. We got to shut down Rachaad White. And, yeah, you might shut him down, but they also got Mike Evans, Chris Godwin. And we talked about rookie Trey Palmer last time. Really like that kid. But they've got David Moore, Raheem Jarrett, Devin Tompkins as death pieces there. On the practice squad, Cephas Johnson, Ryan Miller, Riley Webb. IR still Russell Gage. And they've only got a few players on IR. This is the healthiest team we have seen this year. And that's kind of great going into the playoffs. So good for them. But you see the receivers. We know how talented they are. Mike Evans had over 1,200 yards. Chris Godwin had over 1,000. Evans had 13 touchdowns, though. Godwin only had 2, but damn. Mike Evans is still a beast in this league. 15.9 yards per catch, 12.3 yards per catch for Godwin. So we got to watch the hell out. And this young man, Trey Palmer, the rookie, I talked about him, very talented. Got to watch out for him as well. And Raheem Jarrett just came off of IR. They've been using the journeyman David Moore. So a lot of weapons here. And the Eagles have struggled mightily in the secondary. So thank God we're getting Slay back. I know a lot of people want to cut him before the playoffs, but to me, I think getting a Pro Bowl player will be essential to this game. So I want him back desperately. Now, we're also going to have to shut down the tight ends. And look, Cade Otton, rookie Payne Durham, Co Keefe, and then you've got on the practice squad Tanner Talua and David Wells. But look, not the most talented tight ends in the world, but they will get you, man. And the Eagles have struggled. Now, luckily, Morrow, Cunningham, these guys are playing, Leonard. So hopefully we get some continuity there. Things start maybe gelling a little with this defense, but got to watch out. Teams like to attack us in the middle of the field. So these guys could definitely be used. Going to want to stop them. And Cade Otton's 4th in the team in receiving, 9.7 yards per catch, 4 touchdowns. So you do got to watch out for them. And this offensive line, only thing that's changed since we've seen them, Filer, I believe, was a left guard last time we saw them. And now you've got Stinney there, but you got Wirfs, Hainsey, Cody Malk. You guys remember that rookie. Love that kid. Versatile piece there. He's starting at right guard for them. Then you see their depth pieces over there. You see the practice squad at the bottom. And then center Ryan Jensen is on IR still. So banged up there. But again, not many injuries for this team. You'll actually see the final person on IR is right here at the bottom, but he's designated to return. and that is Mike Green. You see the practice squad, CJ Brewer. But, dude, we all know who's in the middle there. Vita Vey. They've got the rookie Kalijah Cansey. Second-year man Logan Hall. They've got some talent there. And then the depth, Golston, Gaines, O'Connor. This is a very, very talented interior D-line. You talk about, how creative, that this team is. And we know that Todd Bowles is going to be throwing all kinds of things at us, but they like to run a lot of odd fronts, more of a 3-4 looking defense, but they do throw a lot of different things at you. So it's not just as basic as the 3-4 all the time, but you will see those three big boys up there. And then you've got some edge rushers, the outside linebackers, as they would refer to them as Shaquille Barrett, Tryon Shoyinka, Diaby, Nelson, Gill, Watts, and then Jose Ramirez there on the practice squad. But look, man, Shaq Barrett, he's still whooping ass in this league. This dude, he's still got some left in the tank, but not having the greatest of years. Only 4.5 sacks. Tryon Shoyinka actually had 5, and then you had Diaby with 7.5. He's been starting and seeing a lot more reps there, and we talked about him last time we played him. I really liked this kid before the draft, so nice to see him doing big things, but Eagles got to shut these guys down. We've struggled against the pass at times, and especially struggled against the blitz, and we talked about it. This team blitzes third most in the league, so they're going to be sending the house after Jalen Hurts. Let's pray to God we give him some hot routes, maybe some different formations, not just shotgun RPO, where a team can just expect the same things over and over again. I don't know, but we shall find out. And, even with the guys they're sending, you've got some good coverage guys, too, that can blitz. White and David are two very talented linebackers. You've got Dennis, Britt, and Russell as depth there, and then Vi Jones on the practice squad. But look, Levante David, he's got 4.5 sacks on the season, 17 tackles for a loss, 5 passes deflected. This dude, he is still a beast. Forced fumble. And then you got Devin White, who, a lot of people wanted to trade for him. He's got things going on. Maybe you wait till he's a free agent, but he's got 5 tackles for a loss, 6 passes deflected, 2.5 sacks. He's been doing his thing on this team. And I think, obviously this, linebacking room when they were younger, much better, but they're still super talented. And David leads the team with 133 tackles there. These guys, they are studs. And I'd love to get the run game going. We talked about how good they are, whether that be on the ground or in the air. Use Swift, use Kenny G, use these guys, man. But run the damn ball. I don't care if they're number 5 or number 25. Run the effing ball. Yeah, they've got good linemen. They've got good linebackers. I don't care. Now on to the secondary. Okay, let's get A.J. Brown back. Let's get Devontae Smith back. And let's start doing some effing work here. You've got, look, a talented secondary. Yeah, they're 29th or whatever it was against the pass, but take that with a grain of salt. They've got some talented dudes here. And, you talk about Carlton Davis III, Jamel Dean, Christian Izien. And we talked about Izien when we actually played them. And this kid, he's got 2 picks on the year. I think, he is very talented for an undrafted rookie. Then you've got Tristan McCollum's twin brother, Zion McCollum, there as depth. He steps in when guys are banged up, but he also just gets some play because they, again, use a lot of their, versatile pieces in this defense. And you will see those top 4 guys. Then you see on the practice squad, believe last week they had to elevate Pitts. I'm not sure. Some guys were missing there. So I think D. Delaney, the safety, but they move guys from corner to safety all over, versatile pieces. So let's take a look at those safeties. And, Antoine Winfield, I cannot believe this dude didn't make the Pro Bowl. I had him in my fantasy team. You guys know I play with D players, but this dude's a stud and pretty insane. This guy, he had 122 tackles, second on the team. He had 6 sacks, 6 tackles for a loss, 12 passes deflected, 3 interceptions, 6 forced fumbles, and 4 fumbles recovered. Like, holy hell. And that didn't make the Pro Bowl. Okay. But then you've got D. Delaney, who's been seeing starting reps. He missed last week, though. He was banged up the week before. So we'll see how they work things out. Ryan Neal saw lesser snaps than when we played him. But then last week he was seeing more. But Kayvon Merriweather was playing as well. So we'll see, Thursday when the initial injury report comes out, who is actually, banged up still, what's going on there. I'll keep you up to date with all of that. But that's all the defense. Now, let's take a look at the special teams. And you can see kicker Chase McLaughlin, Jake Camarda there at punter, Zach Triner at long snapper, and then Devin Tompkins is the return specialist as he can return punts and kicks. So that is what their entire team looks like. You saw all the things at the bottom, but now I'd like to give you guys a full list of all that stuff. So whether you want to take a screenshot, you want to come back to it, you just want to see the full list of who is where, I'd like to try to do that for you. But here is the practice squad And so you can see here they've got 9 on offense, 7 on defense. So they can elevate whatever 2 players they want. And none of the stuff from the season matters. So if they were elevated 3 times, whatever, they can be elevated here. So you see on offense and defense. Now let's take a look at the reserves here. And as I said, only a few guys there. And Mike Green is designated to return. So we'll see if he comes back. But Russell Gage, Ryan Jensen still on IR. Now let's take a look at this depth chart. Obviously, you're not going to see those names. So here in the orange, you will see these guys are new to the team this year. So look, we've been looking to get revenge on the Bucs. You know, Tom Brady, we remember a couple years ago. And, you know, obviously it's not Tom Brady anymore, but they've got a lot of still of these really good pieces. And look, Baker Mayfield, Trey Palmer, Cody Mauch, good additions to the starting core there. But, you know, I really think that this Eagles D, God help us. We have to be able to stop the run somehow and then be able to focus on the pass and somehow stop that. I don't know what they want to figure, but we got to get pressure too. That's another thing. Like, not sure why we're not getting sacks. You can't get the turnovers. Nobody's on the same page. I talk about it. I feel like all 3 phases here, the line, the linebackers, and the secondary, all are just on a different page. I don't know what's going on. The miscommunication is nuts, but I really wish we could get some kind of continuity because if not, you've got a lot of playmakers here. And this team, I know they only scored like 11 points against us last time. They are definitely capable of putting up more, but we have shown we are capable of stepping up and being a good defense. So please, for the love of God, go back to that and let's whoop some Buccaneer ass. Now, our offense, the Eagles offense here, really needs to be able to go up against a tough task here in a good defense. And I'm glad, you know, we need a good matchup. I don't want another shitty team where it's, oh, we should beat them. No, you got to go out here and F and play every single game from here on out. All 4 games coming up. Let's go. So you can see added Cansey, Diaby in the draft, Izzian, the undrafted kid. But other than that, they've still got a bunch of studs on this defense, as you can see, who were here before. But I'll keep you up to date with any of these things changing, anybody hurt, anybody out, all of that stuff. But see the defense there. And now the special teams that we just discussed, Devin Tompkins can do it both. But you've got some other guys there. If anything were to happen, that can return the ball as a punter or kicker. So kick returner. So we'll see what exactly goes down. But that is all the information I have got for you right now. Again, I will be back tomorrow, and usually it's Thursday, but because this is a Monday game, things are weird, but I'm going to give you the top matchups tomorrow. Then you're going to get the initial injury report Thursday. Friday will be Fan Friday Live, taking all your questions, comments, getting pumped up for this wildcard matchup. Saturday, we'll get the game status report, who's in, who's out. Then, of course, on Sunday, you're getting your first Sicko Sunday. We're going to get pumped up for this game. And then Monday, pregame show. So, hope to hear from you on this one and throughout the week. Hope you're getting excited with me. We only got right here in front of us, man. Who cares what happened in the, regular season? We're 0-0. I know there's been issues, but hey, the season could be over in a week, could be over in a month and a half, whatever it may be. Let's just strap in and enjoy the ride, right? Let's support our team and let's effing go Birds. But until next time, I am Jimmy Smith, and this is On the Road to Victory. Let's enjoy this wild card matchup, bitches. I don't know if you guys are Always Sunny fans, but I enjoyed that a little bit too much, I think. But love you all. Have yourselves a great day. And as always, say it with me now. Go Birds!